The ultimate goal in life, the one that makes everything else fall into place. No, it's not winning the lottery or even finding the love of your life. The goal should always be to be you, fully, unapologetically, and authentically you. I like to think of it this way. My job in this lifetime is to become the meest me I can be. Corny, right? But hear me out. Because when you're walking your true path, life flows easier. Things feel lighter. Opportunities align. And sure, challenges still pop up, but they don't feel quite as hard. When you're in alignment with who you are at your core, getting where you're meant to be feels easier. Except life doesn't always work that way, does it? Detours happen. Maybe you wake up one day and realize you're in a toxic relationship, or that you've spent years in a job that drains the life out of you, or you feel stuck handling other priorities while you watch your potential fade and your days slip away. It's easy to feel lost. We've all been there. But here's the thing. The fastest way back on track is by being honest with yourself about who you really are and what you really want. Not because it's what somebody told you to want or to do, but because it's part of you at your core. Imagine you're on a road trip, heading to your dream destination. Maybe it's a beachside resort, a cozy mountain cabin, or that once-in-a-lifetime vacation spot you've been planning to go to for years. The drive is smooth, the views are incredible, and even when you hit a bump in the road, it doesn't throw you off course. You're excited because you know exactly where you're going. But somewhere along the way, you take a wrong turn. Maybe you ignore the signs. Maybe you trust someone else's shortcut instead of following your own intuition. And suddenly, nothing looks familiar. The road gets rough. You're surrounded by unfamiliar places, and worst of all, you have no idea how far off track you actually are. You could keep driving in the wrong direction, telling yourself it'll be fine and that you'll figure it out eventually. But deep down, you know the sooner you stop, check the map, and course correct, the sooner you can get back on track, and the less time you waste feeling lost. I've read that if an airplane pilot is even 1 degree off course, the plane can end up hundreds of miles away from its intended destination. A small miscalculation over time leads to a completely different outcome. And the same is true in life. If we aren't intentional, if we just go with the flow of other people's wants, needs, and desires, we may find we're just a part of someone else's plan. And we may be heading toward a place we never wanted to be. This is why authenticity comes first and alignment follows. Checking in with yourself matters. Making sure you're still pointed in the right direction, your direction, matters. The funny part is, the detours often aren't flaws in the system. They're actually features. What if that wrong turn is preparing you for what's ahead? What if the next stretch of your journey requires more strength, more wisdom? So life gives you experiences that force you to build them. God doesn't just hand us what we ask for. He gives us experiences that shape us into the person who can receive them. You prayed for patience? You may find yourself raising twins. I know this one from experience. You pray for financial security? You may have seasons where you have to learn to trust. You prayed for strength? You may walk through struggles that show you just how strong you really are. The good news is, even on the craziest of detours, your faith in God, the universe, or whatever you want to call it, and also your faith in yourself, is what will guide you back to your most authentic path. But first, you have to choose to learn the lessons. Uninstall the programming. Let go of the expectations laid upon you. Clear out all the noise so you can get quiet and actually hear your own inner voice. It might be quiet, but it's always there. I figure that the first 30 years of our lives we spend trying to become what others want us to be. The next 30 years we spend undoing all of that and learning to hear our own voice again, leading us back to our authentic path. And hopefully, in the last 30 years, we get to live as our true selves, free, light, and full of joy. Smooth sailing. So what I'm trying to say is be you, the real, honest, messy, incredible, authentic you, because that is exactly who you were always meant to be. And the faster you start loving and accepting who you are, the smoother your path will be to fulfilling your ultimate destiny, which has always been to be authentically you.